All right, we are talking about the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And I wrote on the whiteboard, the Lion of Judah. What is the significance of that? Who is that being, what's a reference to? M.
Jesus.
Yes. The Lion of Judah is none other than Jesus. Judah is an area in Israel. Lion is just an awesome animal, but a fierce animal. So I wonder if the lion in our book, if that is just a coincidence, or what do you think? We're going to find out more. What did Peter have on his shield? A red gopher, a red beaver, a red bird. What did he have on his shield? A red what, Jonathan?
Lion.
Yes. A red lion. So, what is Aslan? What is Aslan? Well, you know what Aslan is. What kind of animal is Aslan? Emma? A lion. We're hearing a lot about lions. Coincidence? Let's get our books out and let's read some more. So we learned that the witch's powers are diminishing or getting stronger. We learned yesterday that her powers were becoming more diminished, or meaning getting weakened, or are they getting more powerful? Weakening or more powerful? Emmy? No. Who did we meet yesterday in the book? It was kind of fun. Tessa? Father Christmas. And he said he hasn't been able to come to Narnia, but her powers are weakening, so he was able to come back. So what gift did Peter get? Kind of talked about it already. Owen.
A sword and a shield with a mountain on it.
Yes. Which we discussed is symbolic of what? Peace or war? Is that a symbol of peace or of war? James? A sword? What does that make you think of?
War.
Yeah. What did Susan get? What gift from Father? Very interesting gifts, I might add. Not teddy bears or dolls. Very serious gifts. What gift did Susan get? Cole.
And bow and arrow and the horn.
Yes. And the quiver of bow or arrows, which means a holder full of arrows. Now, did Father Christmas tell her that she needs to be in the battle? No. What is she supposed to use the horn for? Is it just a fun little horn to blow whenever you want? Ella. Helen.
When you need help.
Yes. And what did Susan get? Hers was very interesting. Olivia.
She got a diamond bottle with some fire.
That was Lucy. Lucy got that. Yes, keep going. You're rudely interrupted by your classmates.
With fire, flower, and juice.
Very good. And what else did she get?
A little knife.
A little dagger. And I love that you remember that was from fire flowers. What does this liquid do? Is it just for like Kool-Aid that she drinks whenever she gets thirsty?
Ew.
What is it? There is an actual purpose for it, Jonathan.
If someone's hurt or two drops will heal them.
Yes. Very interesting. Now we have talked about foreshadowing. These gifts foreshadow something. What would you say these gifts foreshadow? There is bow and arrows. There's swords and shields. There's daggers. There's elixir that heals. There's a horn to blow a need. What does this think? What do you think? What does this conjure up in your mind? What are you thinking of when you hear all these things? Are you thinking of what? What first comes to your mind? First comes to your mind when you think of a sword, a shield, a bow and arrow, a dagger, an elixir that helps heal, and a horn for in need? What are you thinking? What makes you think? What are you thinking when you hear these things? They conjure up what? McKenna? Yes, I think there's trouble on the horizon. These are not cuddly presents that you normally get under the Christmas tree. Toy trains and cars and teddy bears and dolls. These are serious items. Who are they meeting? Who is Lucy, Peter, Susan, and Mr. and Mrs. Beaver meeting? Luke.
The father of Christmas?
No, they already met him. Who are they on the way to meet? What character? Tessa. Aslan. We don't really know who Aslan is yet. We are getting hints, though. All right, let us turn to chapter 11 on page 111. Aslan is near. Ooh, that's exciting. Where's Edmund in all of this? He didn't get a gift from Father Christmas. Where's Edmund? Toby. Yes. Is he having, I wonder if he's having fun. Let's find out. I don't think the White Witch is near as fun as Father Christmas. I don't know why I think that, but I just think. All right, so Winsheen, you may read that first paragraph. Nice and loud.
Edmund, meanwhile, had been having a most disappointing time. When the dwarf had gone to get the sledge ready, he expected that the witch would certainly be nice to him. As she had been at their last meeting, she said nothing at all. And when at last Edmund plucked up his courage to say, "Please, Your Majesty, could I have some Turkish delight?" You said, she answered, "Silence, fool."
Ooh.
Then she appeared to change her mind and said, as if to herself, "And yet it will not do to have the rat fainting on the way." And once more clapped her hands. Another dwarf appeared.
Well, that's nice. I think things are changing. So she's not pleasant. She calls him a fool and a brat, and she really has no time for him. Why? Why is she angry at Edmund? Why is the White Witch angry? There's kind of a two-part answer to that question. What is one reason she's angry at Edmund? And just angry, period. Luke.
Because she knows Aslan is near.
Yes. So she knows Aslan is near, and that makes her crabby. We don't really know why, but we are seeing that she is not very happy right now. What other part of the equation is making her upset? Christian. Edmund did not bring his siblings, and Aslan is on the way. That has the queen, or the witch, not happy. All right, very good. Emma, you may read the rest on page 111, and then go to, just go to the bottom, or the top of the picture.
Bring the human creature food and drink.
So wait, bring the human what? What did she just call him? The human what? Not the son of Adam that she was calling him before. What did she just call him? A human what? Emma. Creature. That's nice. Okay, go for it. Sorry, I just wanted to point that out. It's really not nice. Go for it.
The dwarf went away and presently returned, bringing an iron bowl with some water in it, and an iron plate with a hunk of dry bread upon it. He grinned in a
Repulsive. What does repulsive mean? He grinned in a repulsive manner. What does it mean to be repulsive? How does Cole act when he sees a spider? That is, to me, the perfect example, what it means to be repulsed. So, Cole, when you saw Jeremiah's spider, how did you feel?
Scared.
Yeah. You instantly did what? Did you go up, run to it, or did you jump away from it?
Jump away.
So to be repulsed by something means you are absolutely horrified by it. You want nothing to do with it, and you find it disgusting. So saying that, I don't think the dwarf is overly impressed with Edmund. What do you think? And did he get his Turkish delight? No, he did not. All right, continue, Emma.
He grinned in a repulsive manner, and as he set them down on the floor beside Edmund, he said, "Turkish delight for the little fish." Ha ha ha.
Okay, you can go to the end of or to the top of the picture.
Take it away, said Edmund sulkily. "I don't want dry bread." But the witch suddenly turned on him with such a terrible expression on her face that he apologized and began to nibble off the bread, though it was so stale that he could hardly get it down.
Yum, yum. Go ahead, just read that last sentence.
"You may be glad enough of it before you taste bread again," said the witch.
So things have turned quite dramatically at the White Witch's house. Edmund thought, oh, I'm going to get tons of Turkish delight. The White Witch is going to be happy to see me. This is going to be awesome. Peter and Susan and Lucy are stuck with Aslan and the Mr. and Mrs. Beaver. Who has the better scenario, Edmund or Lucy, Peter, and Susan? Grayson.
Lucy, Peter, and Susan?
By far. So we're getting an image here. We're getting a feeling here that the White Witch is what? Is she a good person, or does she represent something different? What are you getting from what is happening right now? We haven't met Aslan, but from what we are learning and perceiving, what is the perception you're getting from the White Witch? James.
She's like really cruel and...
Yeah, she's not nice. No. So remember, most books have good versus what? Keep that in mind. All right. I think we're getting the picture is starting to come clear. Tessa, you may start at the bottom of the picture and go where it says side of the sledge on page 113.
While he was still...
A little louder.
Still chewing away, the first dwarf came back and announced that the sled was ready. The White Witch rose and went out, ordering Edmund to go with her. The snow was again falling as they came to the courtyard, but she took no notice of that and made Edmund sit beside her on his sled. But before they drove off, she called
Malgrim.
Margaret, and he came bounding like an enormous dog to the side of the sled.
Who's Malgren? We met him a while ago. Who is Malgren? Come on, friends, let's start. I need you sitting up. I need you focusing. We aren't taking a nap. Who is Malgren? Helen.
He's like the wolf that was guarding the door.
Yes. Remember, he is ahead of the police. Security, basically, for the queen. Is she really a queen? That's what I want to know. Boy, you may read that next paragraph, starting, I take with you the swiftest, and then end, you will know what to do if you find them. Ooh, that sounds ominous. Go for it.
Okay. Take with you the swiftest of your wolves, and go at once to the house of the beavers, said the witch, and kill whatever you find there. If they are already gone, then make all speed to a stone table, but do not be seen. Wait for me there in hiding. I mean, while you must go many miles to the west before I find a place where I can drive across the river. You may overtake these humans before they reach the stone table. You will know what to do if you find them.
Ooh. So the first order she gave was what? Go to the beaver's house and have tea? Go to the beaver's house and what? Fun friends, I need you all participating. Go to the beaver's house and what, Luke?
Destroy everything you see.
Yes. So, and then the second order, if they're no longer there, you go to where? Where were they ordered to go? When Sheen? The stone table. And the third order was, well, you wait there for me, or if you come across the humans, what do you do then? James.
Kill them.
Yeah. So, wow. The witch is not playing a game. This is serious business. So why do you think she is so concerned about Aslan? Why are her powers diminishing? What is going on here? Her powers are diminishing. Aslan is returning. What do you think those two things have to do with each other? Ella.
So the white witch, she is like the queen of Narnia, but she's bad, and Aslan could save Narnia, and then she wouldn't be the queen anymore.
Do you really think, is she really the queen, or has she made herself the queen? That's my guess. So who do you think the king is? Or who is the rightful ruler of Narnia? Aslan or the White Witch? Cole. We're going to find out. But I think that is a good guess. All right, let's continue. Tyson is not here. Olivia. So we got all the orders. Now you may read the next paragraph.
I hear and obey, O queen, growled the wolf, and immediately he shot into the snow,
Shot away into the snow.
and shot away into the snow and darkness, as quickly as a horse can gallop. In a few minutes he called another wolf and was with him down on the dam, sniffing at the beaver's house. But of course they found it empty.
All right, so let's stop there for a minute. Did it take Edmund a long time to get to the White Witch's house from the Beaver's Dam? Yes. What does it say here? He called another wolf and was with him down in the dam sniffing, or in a few minutes. So that only took them a few minutes to get to the Beaver's Dam from the White Witch's house. So do you think they're running really fast?
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay, go for it.
Where
But of course they found it empty.
it would have been a dreadful thing for the beavers and the wolves
No, the beavers and the...
and the children if the night had been remained
if the night had remained fine, for the wolves
would then have been able to follow their trail, and 10 to 1 would have overtaken them before they had got into the cave. But now that the snow had begun again, the scent was cold and even the footprints were covered up.
Thank goodness for the snow. So now the wolves can't track them. What does it mean to track them? What does it mean to track? The wolves can't track them because of the snow. What does that mean? Grayson.
Track is like there are clues and you're trying to find something or someone.
So if you were a wolf, how would you track the beavers and Susan and Peter and Lucy, Grayson?
You would follow their footprints or sniff them out.
Very good. So because it snowed, they no longer can use their nose to smell and the tracks are gone. So that was a huge benefit for the beavers and Susan, Peter, and Lucy. Sam, you may read on the bottom of 113 and let's see, this pretty much goes the whole page. And where it says, soon he was wet to the skin, on page
Okay.
114.
Meanwhile, the dwarf whipped up the reindeer, and the witch and Edmund drove out under the archway and on and away into the darkness and the cold. This was a terrible journey for Edmund, who had no coat before. Before they had been going
Quarter
quarter
of an hour.
quarter of an hour. All the front of him was covered with snow. He soon stopped trying to shake it off, because as quick as he did that, a new lot growth
Gathered.
gathered, and he was so tired. Soon he was wet to the skin.
There you go. That doesn't sound fun. This is not a fun experience for Edmund at all. I'm sure he's regretting his decision to go to the White Witch. What do you think? I think so. All right, McKenna, you may read the rest of that chapter. Nice and loud, please.
And oh, how miserable he was. It didn't look now as if the White Witch intended to make him a king. All the things he had said to make himself believe that she was good and kind, and that her side was really the right side, sounded to him silly now. He would not give up anything to meet the others at this moment, even Peter. The only way to comfort himself now was to try to believe that the whole thing was a dream, and that he might wake up at any moment. And as they went on hour after hour, it did not come to seem like a dream.
Oh dear. All right, so is he regretting his decision? So what does it mean to be deceived? If you deceive somebody, what does that mean? If we think about the Garden of Eden, what did the serpent do to Adam and Eve? What did the serpent do to Adam and Eve while he with the apple? Jack.
He wants them to eat the apple.
Yes. And how did he tell Adam and Eve truth or lies? in order for them to eat the apple? James? Yes. To deceive someone means you lie to them. You lie to them to get them to do something that they wouldn't normally do. How did the White Witch, as we are now learning, how did the White Witch deceive Edmund? And now he's in trouble. How did she deceive him? What did she say to him? What lies did she tell him in order for him to come to her versus stay with his siblings? Cole?
You would have rooms of Turkish delight.
You'd have tons of Turkish delight. What else? It just said it right now. He didn't think he was going to become what? She promised him that he was going to become what, Grant? A king. So the White Witch deceived Edmund. Why? Why do you think she deceived Edmund? What is going on? Did she deceive him because she wants something? Or do you think she's just kind of playing a game? Do you think she's got a motive? Do you think she's got something she's doing that she needed Edmund and all of his siblings? So in order to get Edmund to do what she wanted, she needed to deceive him. And she also lured him with Turkish delight. Just like the serpent lured Adam and Eve with what? The apple of knowledge. Are you seeing a correlation here? So Edmund has been deceived. Do you think Adam and Eve regretted their decision when they got kicked out of the garden? Yes. Do you think Edmund is regretting choosing the side that he chose while his siblings they made the right choice? So let us think about that as we continue. Edmund has been deceived. The witch is not what he thought she was. And now he is in trouble. Let's read a little more and then we will start math. We're getting in a good part. Grayson. So let's read the next chapter. This lasted until stop. And they did.
Okay. This lasted longer than I could describe, even if I wrote pages and pages about it. But I will skip on to the time when the snow had stopped and the morning had come, and they were racing along in a daze. And still they went on and on with no sound but the everlasting swish of the snow and the creaking of the reindeer's harness. And then at last the witch had said, "What have we here? Stop." And they did.
All right. I'm going to read a little bit more. How Edmund hoped she was going to say something about breakfast. But she had stopped for quite a different reason. A little way off at the foot of a tree sat a merry party. A squirrel and his wife and their children, 2 satyrs and a dwarf and an old dog fox, all on stools around a table. Edmund couldn't quite see what they were eating, but it smelled lovely. And there seemed to be decorations of holly. And he wasn't at all sure that he didn't see something like plum pudding. Plum pudding is a very British dessert that they eat at Christmas time. So that's kind of a clue. At the moment when the sledge stopped, the fox, who was obviously the oldest person present, had just risen to its feet, holding a glass in its right paw, as if it was going to say something. But when the whole party saw the sledge stopping and who was in it, all the gaiety, meaning the fun, went out of their faces. Father Squirrel stopped eating with his fork halfway to his mouth. And one of the satyrs stopped with its fork actually in its mouth. And the baby squirrel squeaked in care. What is the meaning of this? Asked the witch queen. Nobody answered. Speak, vermin, she said again, or do you want my dwarf to find you a tongue with his whip? What is the meaning of all this gluttony, this waste, self-indulgence? Where did you get all these things? Please, your majesty, said the fox, we were given them. And if I might make so bold as to drink your majesty's very good health, who gave them to you? Said the witch. Father Christmas, stammered the fox. Ooh, she thinks she's going to be happy about that?
No.
I don't think so. What? Roared the witch, springing from the sledge and taking a few strides nearer to the terrified animals. He has not been here. He cannot have been here. How dare you? But no. Say you have been lying, and you shall even now be forgiven. At that moment, one of the young squirrels lost its head completely. He has, he squeaked, beating his little spoon on the table. Edmund saw the witch bite her lips so that a drop of blood appeared on her white cheek. Then she raised her wand. Oh, don't, please don't, shouted Edmund. But even while he was shouting, she had waved her wand, and instantly, where the merry party had been, there were only statues of creatures. Only with its stone fork fixed together halfway to its stone mouth, seated around a stone table on which there were stone plates and a stone plum pudding. As for you, said the witch, giving Edmund a stunning blow on the face as she remounted the sledge, let that teach you to ask favor for spies and traitors. Drive on. What does it mean a stunning blow on the face? What does that mean? What did she do? A stunning blow on the face. What does the blow mean? She blew on his face?
She had a rude expression.
She hit him. A blow to the face means she hit him on the face. So now we're getting even a better glimpse of the White Witch, and she is, I would say, evil. Would you not? After all of this that we just heard. Pure evil. And Edmund, for the first time in the story, felt sorry for someone besides himself. It seems so pitiful to think of those little stone figures sitting there all that silent days, all the dark nights, year after year, till the moss grew on them, and at last even their faces crumbled away. Now they were steadily racing on again, and soon Edmund noticed that the snow which splashed against them as they rushed through it was much wetter than it had been all last night. At the same time, he noticed that he was feeling much less cold. It's also becoming foggy. In fact, every minute it grew foggier and warmer. And the sledge was not running nearly as well as it had been running up till now. At first he thought this was because the reindeer were tired, but soon he saw that couldn't be the real answer. What does that mean when the snow is getting heavier? It's foggy. It's warmer. What is happening? Olivia.
The snow's melting.
The snow is melting. What does that mean, though? What overarching thing is occurring? Again, we were talking about it earlier. What is happening? Remember when the queen, the witch, it was always winter and never what? So we're having Christmas, and what is happening to winter? Cole.
It's turning to spring.
Yes. What does that show us? What is that pointing to? Whose powers, again, are diminishing? Grant. The White Witch. And do you suppose the more she sees this, the more signs she sees of this, do you think she's going to get angrier or happy? Caroline. Very, very angry. Because who is coming? Her worst nightmare. And his name is? Aslan. All right. At that, we are going to stop.